And this is the first heat of the 125 junior race. The man they've got to beat, number 2, Ryan Hunt. He's the man who's leading the championship with 191 points from Paul Heneke on 159. Heneke, number 3. They're just about ready. They look at that start gate and away they go. Out that starting gate, and look at the start. The line is absolutely full of them. And it's Paul Heneke who takes the inside line, but it's Ryan Hunt who just shoots through on the inside, and it's Hunt that's going to go into that turn first. Through the turn, look at this pack. These are the kamikaze kids, as they call, and they dump it all over the place, and it's Hunt in the front. It is Ryan Hunt that's in the front on that Caldex Honda, and he's the man they've got to get hold of if they want. Look at that storm coming down that mountain. It's an absolute storm of riders. They're all giving it all they've got, and Heneke, who's just returned from having some knee straps, and Hunt just puts on that back brake as he goes over that tabletop. This is the mean man of the junior motocross. This is Ryan Hunt, and this is the guy that everybody wants to get hold of. And the race is certainly on in third place. It looks as though it is, and it is. It's Greg Albertine on the blue Stratus Mobile Kawasaki. Behind them it's Richard Moore. Then on number 12 is in there as well. He's been giving it all he's got for the whole year, Desmond Holmes, but they've got to get hold of number 2, and Heneke hasn't given up for a moment. Heneke feels that he's got to get himself a trainer now. He thinks that he's right up there with Ryan Hunt and he can do things. And here comes Hunt through the turn. It's Heneke and it's Albertine, and Word's in there as well. Word is in there as well. They go through the little back section now. It's into that little right up onto the top. It's Hunt who just accelerates through. Heneke follows him. Down that drop off they go to the left. And up the top they go. And they want to really get after Hunt. He's the guy that's got to stay out in the front. He's got himself an incredible points lead at the moment. He's won practically every race, and they've now got to go after him. And those are the leaders, those top 4. That's Heneke moving right up onto Hunt's tail. Both these Caltex Honda riders have dominated this 125 motocross junior class this whole year. It's been Hunt and it's been Heneke, and the Kawasaki's have been fighting on their heels for the whole year. They've been trying, and they are doing exactly the same again. Heneke, even with that injured knee, is holding on to second place. He just goes right round the outside of the berm, and he absolutely rails it to close up onto Hunt. And Heneke is looking a lot more aggressive. He comes right up through on the inside. Hunt gets a run wheel. Heneke's going to try and get through. Hunt is not going to have it his own way this time. Paul Heneke means business in this race, and Hunt is now going to have to work hard if he wants to get it. Heneke down the hill, now into the turn. Is he going to try the inside? Yes, he does. Hunt goes down the outside. Heneke just follows him through. Behind him, and he's still number 98. That's Albertine. He's the youngest of this pack. He's moved up from the 100 class. He was recommended to do so by the Americans when they're out here in December. And it's Ryan Hunt who just seems to be playing. Heneke's going for it. Heneke's going. Look at the front wheel off the ground. They jump down there together, and it's Heneke that's going through. Paul Heneke jumps into the front, and this is a turn up for the books. Heneke means business.
Absolutely. Look at this man go. He rode well. And look at Albertine is also coming through. Is Hunt in trouble? Because Albertine looks like he wants to go through on the outside of Hunt. But no, he just has to tuck in behind Hunt there, going around that corner. But what a great bit of riding by Heneke. Look at the way the 3 riders just fly over the tabletop. As Peter said, that's about 30 meters in length, and they go about 5 meters off the ground. That's a heck of a long way to fly to take these little bikes through the air. But Heneke really riding like he means business this time. And Hunt is under a lot of pressure from Albertine. Albertine wants to take that bike number 98, get the Kawasaki amongst the other 2 bikes there. He wants to get past Hunt there, but he can't do it. Coming down that drop off, they complete yet another lap, but it's still Heneke, and Hunt wants to get back in the front there, and Albertine's still in third.
Oh, but Hunt doesn't seem to be in trouble, Larry. That's what I don't understand. I don't know whether he's toying with these other riders or whether he just isn't on form. You know, you have those days when you're just not feeling good, and this could be one of those days for Hunt. Look at his riding style. He certainly is not getting, Heneke's not getting away. Maybe Hunt is biding his time, and he's going to snap past them in a moment. Let's see what happens.
His energy for later in the race prep, because the long race, it's 15 minutes plus a lap, remember. And they've been racing now for about 5 minutes, but it's Heneke still leading. Hunt holding on there. Hunt, of course, pressuring Heneke, and he knows that he's got Albertine right behind him. If any one of these riders makes a mistake, Albertine will go through, because Albertine wants to prove that missing a class this year was no mistake, and that coming up into the 125 juniors was the right decision. And here he is right up in the front. Albertine currently lying 4th on the championship tables with 118 points, not too far behind the men in front of him. But it's Heneke leading. It is Ryan Hunt in second place. It's Albertine in third, and Albertine has dropped back a bit there. perhaps he drops back to get a bit of a breath before he has another challenge at those front riders. And Hunt is really trying everything he can to get up with Heneke, but Heneke's not about to let him pass now. Heneke's got into the front, and he means to stay there. He is going, well, look the way he goes, right up to the top of the berm, and as you described earlier, you can see Ryan Hunt going down the bottom there, but Heneke took that top line and got the whiplash around and managed to stay in front there, and the gap now, as you can see, is about 3 or 4 bike lengths, and Ryan Hunt very nearly went wide there. He clipped the tyres as he went round. You can see he's dropped back a little bit of ground, but it's Heneke still leading. Hunt is still in second place, and it is Albertine in third, who seems to be dropping a little bit out of contention. He's not quite up with the leaders. Peter, do you think Albertine might be having a little bit of an off day as well? Because he certainly has lost contention with those two front riders.
It's unbelievable the pace that Heneke and Hunt are racing. It looks as though they're making it quite easy, but really the pace is phenomenal. I'm just surprised that Heneke's knee is holding so well as he jumps down into that snake pit, and that's a long drop off. You drop in 20 meters down the hill. There's Albertine coming up behind him. Let's see what Hunt does now. That's a nice shot of Heneke from the side. He goes into the turn. There's Hunt right behind him, and now they move up onto the tabletop. Now watch Heneke as he accelerates, and he just jumps right over the top of that tabletop. That's 30 meters, and he turns to the top. That elbow's right up. It's correct riding style. Heneke right over the top as well, and Ryan Hunt now starting to get a little closer. Hunt takes the outside line. He turns it through on the inside, and now Hunt is starting to pile on the pressure. Hunt has decided. There comes Albertine behind him, 98. Albertine younger than both of these. Hunt is 18 years old. Moves up to the senior class next year. And through they go, and it's Heneke who is in the front. It's Ryan Hunt. This is an incredible ride by Paul Heneke. That's Ryan Hunt on his tail. Hunt is certainly doing his work. They come through the turn. Hunt's got to make his moves. Larry, what information have you for us?
Well, Peter, I've been looking at the lap tables to see who's further down the field. Of course, we can see who's 1, 2, and 3. But in fourth place at the moment is number 117, Richard Moore on the NGK Team Green Kawasaki. In fifth place is number 12, Desmond Holmes on a Shell Suzuki. Sixth is number 101, Paul Heneke on the Blue Stardust Mobile Kawasaki. In seventh place is number 76, that's Paul Cooper on the Wrangler Yamaha. And in eighth place at the moment is number 10, Brendan Crooks on the Honda. So a lot of action going on. But look at this action up front here, as Hunt is really trying to get up with Heneke again. He is really doing everything he knows how. They, at the moment, have done 3 laps. They've completed 3 laps. They're on their 4th lap now. And it's still Heneke and Hunt, and all eyes are on these two Caltex Honda riders. And it looks like Greg Albertine has gone almost out of the picture totally. You can see the 2 leaders. There's Albertine now. He's some 30 meters off the mark there as the 2 leaders go away from you now. Come round that horseshoe, around the right-hand horseshoe, and down through this very, very beautifully designed track. I must say that Tony Albertine and Russell Campbell have done a great job in getting this track ready for today. It really is good. It's superb. I think it's the best I've seen it for a long, long time. And the riders are certainly making every use they can of the new corners and the new lines around the track. And look at them go now. Heneke and Hunt are coming to grips. That's one of the back markers in front of them now, and they're going to come there, and that could well mean a change of position there. Peter, you were talking about Ryan Hunt moving up to seniors next year. As we watch him trying to get past Heneke again, he comes up alongside, but Heneke's not having any of it. And he forces Hunt to have to tuck in behind, get boxed in behind one of the slow markers. You're talking about Ryan Hunt, they're moving up to the seniors. How's he going to do against the likes of Russell Campbell and Wayne Smith when he moves into the senior class?
He's got a lot of, he's got so much talent and he's so much class. Even the seniors, when he races, go and watch him because he's so smooth, Larry. And they really enjoy watching him ride. And I'm sure that you feel the same. The thing that is so amazing is the way he can change his line, like he just did there through those whoop-de-doos to come up after this man that's in the front, number 3, Paul Heneke. With that knee, Heneke's sitting right back for traction, then he jumps right up over that tabletop. Both of them, they make it look so effortless through that turn, and Heneke now spins too. And Hunt now starting to force that bike a little. He doesn't want Heneke to get very far. I don't think that he likes to play second fiddle. Hunt has really got the mind of a robot. He doesn't actually see second place at all. It means absolutely nothing to him. I spoke to him one day, and he said to me, second place is no place. So he wants to win this one, and Heneke's got his hands full. They go around the tail enders. It's Hunt now who follows the same line. I think that Hunt has decided where he wants to go after Heneke, but it's going to be a tough one. Paul Heneke has known if you want to pass him, you've got to force your way through. It's not an easy job, and Hunt's work is cut out for him.
Right, once Heneke's in front, as you said, he's a very, very hard man to pass. Heneke, and so is Hunt, of course. Either one of these men in front is going to find the other one finding difficulty getting past him at the back there, getting past him to take that first place. But Hunt is trying everything he knows. He had a bit of a bad corner there, as you saw. His wheel got a bit stuck. He was hoping to get through that little groove that he worn out there. This time he does a little bit better, and comes up alongside the back wheel of Heneke. In the meantime, number 117, Richard Moore, is starting to close up a little bit on Greg Albertine. That'll be the fight for third place. So third is still Greg Albertine on 98, and fourth is 117, Richard Moore on the NGK Kawasaki. But look at this. Again, Hunt comes up alongside Heneke. But no, again, Heneke still holds on that pressure. Into the dust they go. Those two riders down into the dust area. That is number 3 in the front. Number 2, Ryan Hunt, is in second place. 2 Caltex Hondas, first and second.
Right, and you won't now watch all the lines that Hunt tries now. There you watch it. As they come down to the bottom, Heneke goes wide and Hunt takes the inside line. Nice picture of Heneke. There's Hunt almost getting through. That back wheel slid around. But that's what you were talking about, the berms just now. Hunt is trying every corner. Everywhere that Heneke goes, Hunt will try another line. They both go past the tail end. Hunt standing all the time. That's a perfect stance in motocross. There he goes up onto the top. Heneke goes just inside. Hunt squares it on the outside. Now he pulls it right through on the inside. There goes Heneke wide. Hunt then pulls it through on the inside. Is he going to get through? He's going to go together. He's going together.
Tremendous, Peter. Wow, as he tried to get through on the outside, but Heneke just again forced Hunt to take the wider line. He had a better line there going through the corner, and he said, I've got this line, I'm holding onto it, and if you want to come past, you've got to do better than that. So Heneke there, and look at them amongst those back markers now as they go past number 33, that's Clive Harrison on the NGK Kawasaki, and a couple of other riders there again. Now they're fighting. Whoops, and it looks like Heneke's down. Heneke is down. What a pity on those whoopie-doos. He took the line that Redmond had taken in the earlier race, in the big race, and that means Hunt is through, and he is pulling away every minute. And I wonder if Albertine and them, if Heneke managed to get his bike up in time for Albertine to keep out of the way.
Right, now watch this. Heneke now coming to the right-hand side of the circuit. Hunt changes his line, you can see. Heneke lands in, and he jumps again. Slightly sideways, there it is, the front wheel bounces away, he can't save it, down he goes, and then Hunt now also changing his line to go through, and now it is the king, the master Ryan Hunt, who's never been challenged so hard, out in the front. He's just going to push his way past the pack.
And the official results of the first heat of the 125 Juniors, Ryan Hunt first on the Honda, that's the counting.